Halo. Kwenye kuna network, siwasikii bara, siwasikii. Kwenye kuna network. Kuna network. Anyway, welcome back again to the Cordial Podcast by me. Who else? Kuna mtu mwingine, Mungai Kang'ong'oi, and yes, today is a really good day. I hope you had a splendid week. Just to get over with it before we continue with any more stories. Today is the wait. When is today? Today is on Friday, 23rd of February, and the time is 7:36. Usiku. I don't know why I decided to record this late. I've had a very busy week and very busy day for me to record this late. I think I'll have to record these episodes like in one day. I do like 5 episodes and then I publish them for specific dates, because we adulting is getting really serious at this point. But we are grateful to be here. We are grateful to actually be here to have another conversation, a continuation of last week's conversation, and we were talking about compromise. And I hope you listened to the other episode where we talked about what compromise is, and it got, I had planned out for it to be more of a literature review of what compromise is, but as you know, it got a little bit personal kidogo. Gave out a few insights to a bit of my experiences, romantic experiences, which wasn't really something I wanted to dive in at the moment. I wanted to do it later on, but I'm grateful that I had to do that, and not really have it planned out, because when you speak it out of not a plan, then it becomes more authentic. Let me just call it authentic, because when you plan, when you start planning at how you're going to open up to strangers on the internet, or your friends who are listening to you talk about things they've never had, just opening up as a regular guy it's a really funny experience. You talk and you talk and you talk, and then you listen back when you're editing the episode, and you're like, okay, say talked, but I didn't talk as much. But I hope my experiences didn't really throw you off or away from what we're talking about, because we are talking about compromises. And I mentioned that compromises are really built on the environment that we get ourselves in. When you're a kid, where you're raised actually made you. It made you recognize that what makes you and what really you can't work with. But then again, in your life, in your experiences, you get to discover that there are things you do that you didn't want to do, but maisha inakufanya ufanye. And sometimes we regret to take some compromises, as we mentioned last week, that compromises can be good and can be bad. You get me in it? I know my accent isn't that good in British accent, but we will get there. We will get there. Kwanza, you've reminded me. This week has been a fun week, because I've seen 2 advertisements of 2 radio stations. There's Uptown radio station and there's NRG, and they're all looking for presenters. And so, of course, since Mungai wants to be on radio, of course it got my interest, and I was like, hey, nijaribu nisijaribu, because these guys were asking for a person to record themselves, act like you're holding down a show, and doing all those things, try speaking like a presenter, because they're looking for one. And so I was thinking, what am I going to do? Do I want to actually get into these, let me call them quote unquote challenges? And I remembered in 2018 or 2019, when NRG was coming into the market. But all this, tafadhali, this is my personal opinion. Isichukuliwe kama ni ukweli. This is my personal opinion. So 2018, I was doing a bit of radio. I was helping out a friend in school. I was in Limuru, St. Paul's University, doing my diploma. And there was this radio show. I was asked to be a co-presenter. And so the guy, actually, I credit him because he really helped me. And I realized then that I would love to be on radio. So I used to help out this guy with the episodes that we were doing, with the recordings, and all these things that involve radio and programs. So this guy saw this advertisement of NRG wanting presenters, and at that time people were like, yo, NRG is coming in, it's a new radio station and it looks funky, it looks new, it looks like a great place to actually work at. And so they asked people the same thing: record a video, tag us, all these things they ask for you. And then people, me, if I remember that challenge, I did not do it. I helped my fellow guy do it, and he was really passionate. Like, I saw that passion of what he was doing to get that job, or to even just get close to an interview, or just go there, and just get his chance into radio. But as we all know, as you all know, mambo ilifanyika. And so with that short experience, I was like, now this week wondering, should I actually do it? Because to be honest, me personally, I won't lie. I don't know if this is what you guys call imposter syndrome, but I really doubt myself in if I can do things the perfect way. Sasa hata hiyo nitaita perfectionism. Anyway, either way, you can call it whatever. But I was thinking, should I do it? Because honestly, one of the things that actually pulled me back, and I must admit, is the fear. The fear if I'm actually good enough to do something that involves my career, or something that I know might push me to the next stage. And so I'm still trying to see if I should record that video. We will know. But I'm just afraid. I am afraid. Me, I won't lie. I am afraid. But anyway, that is just a short story of how my week has been. It has also, I've told you, it has been a fun week. Okay, adulting takes you to some place. So as of right now, me, I won't lie to you. Today, me, not even today. I always tell you guys the truth. So this week I got an opportunity. Let me just, should I call it an opportunity? Okay, yes, it's an opportunity to get some sales job, and they were looking for some youths, 100 of them, to come and sell some items. And of course, I've heard of stories of how sales work, and I have a short experience with it, so I knew the kind of things that were going to be talked about, how they're going to talk about it. But I decided to go, just to see if they actually offer salary. I won't lie to you, because I know most of the sales jobs, they don't offer salary. You do the work in accordance to commission. So these guys said they would give salary. So I had to go and actually confirm and see the rules that were in place, that were set in for you to actually get a salary. Because for a sales job that somebody's just calling anyone, it has to be, it sounded fishy, but I just decided to go and listen. So this guy comes in, talks for 2 hours. He talks on some funny stories. I don't like these people who try to put down people in the name of motivational speaking, and they're trying to tell you, oh, you guys spend a lot of time in your rooms. Oh, you're a 25-year-old or 24-year-old and you're still in your mother's house. You're a failure. Oh, you're not supposed to be, even as a man, you're not supposed to be in your mother's house. So all these stories just to put you down and put you down and put you down, and to make you look so desperate that you can't do without this job, and this job is going to take you to a better place than you could imagine. So this guy was actually giving out telling us and these people who go to look for jobs in Dubai, all these works of housemaids and all that, they are worse off than somebody in Kenya trying to work as a salesperson. And so I was trying to actually figure it out. are you guys serious? Because that person is already earning like 30k, the cheapest, let's just say 30k. I know the working conditions in these kinds of jobs of Dubai and outside aren't that good, but in what sense, Aki, you guys just listen to me and please tell me if I am getting stupid or I'm giving an opinion that is stupid. But why would you tell people that somebody earning 30k is worse than somebody who's selling items that are worth, one is worth 15 bob? Jumanze tulikuwa tunaambiwa tuuze sachets za nini, za hizi omo, si omo but ni toss za 15, alafu imeatachiwa na a small kajamaa luxury soap, and I was like, ni nini hizi? Unatuambia mimi nikienda hapa kuuza at hizo sachets I'll be much better off. Okay, I didn't take it that lightly. I thought hizo ni stories za jaba, of course, but anyway. So, and this guy was so demeaning that I actually saw it as, I can't deal with this. So I tried telling my fellow people that I found there that you guys are being lied to, actually, because on the salary part, it was more on the condition that you have to make good sales all through for the 4 weeks before the month ends, so that you can get your earnings of 10,000 shillings, and you can get fired in between if your sales aren't looking good, and apparently they can tell if you are a good salesperson or not. All this still being told at we are still in training, and I was like, yeah, I know something fishy when I see it or when I hear it. So I was like, I am out of here. But I spent actually the entire day. It was actually yesterday on Thursday. I spent the entire day. So we took some sachets, went out with some new friends I made, and we tried selling them. So even after making that decision, I just wanted, let me just get something to do instead of going back home. Let me just try and sell these things. So we went around my area, Juja, that is, to the market, to what, and we actually, me and my partner did well, because we sold our items and returned to the meeting point as the first people to complete. But yeah, it was good. But that was an experience, and I've just realized right now that that's an experience to actually show that if you actually know better, then you actually have to act up on it. And when we are talking about compromises, I knew that katikati ya hapa hizi vitu kitaumana kitaumana, because tell me why. One of the salesperson who was already working for this quote-unquote company was telling us, and it was a lady, was telling us that she has been working there for 3 years, and now she's the head of apparently Kiambu County, and she's earning this amount, but you can be fired if you apparently let's say today you sold 20 sachets, and then tomorrow you go down to 9 sachets or 12 sachets. They will know directly you're not a good salesperson, so you'll get fired. The boss will say no. And I'm like, hey, where? In Nairobi atakani kusurvive bana. Yo. I'd rather go and work at a local hotel selling tea and mandazi than that kind of job. Anyway, kama hiyo ni maringo, wache kwa maringo, but I was just protecting myself. So I didn't take that compromise. I didn't say I'm looking for a job that much, that I'm going to lower things, that I'm going to lower myself to that extent of doing something for somebody. He's earning more because of my hard work, and I'm not getting anything. And he was just pulling people in with fake promises of traveling, was due to Eldoret, to what, So this experience actually taught me that I am actually firm in some principles I have. Like, if I know that this thing is going to go wrong, and my intuition is telling me it is going to go wrong, my subconsciousness is telling me through the experiences that I've seen before, that I've experienced before, that this thing is going to go wrong, then I will follow that instead of quote unquote, not even quote unquote, instead of making a compromise and coming to realize later that I should have taken another route. So I decided I'm going to continue recording my podcasts as I still look for something to do. Well, there's something I always do actually. We have a business at home of making furniture, so whenever there's some things to make, I do the painting job and the finishing jobs of applying varnish. If you know things about furnitures and mbao and woods, we make things from pallets. So yeah, it's a job. I can say I love painting, but not that much. There's some tiny details that actually force you to put your hand inside. Story mingi anyway, but anyway, history ya kukua fundi bana. Anyway, I'm still an apprentice, so I'm not that good, but anyway, it keeps me busy in the meantime. So we were talking about compromises, and I've given these examples for you to see now the serious side of it, not relationships, but from your own perspective. When you sit there, do you think you take each and every lesson that you've learned seriously and you act on it? Like for me, I've been in a sales job before and I've known for them to be this way and this way and this way. If I would have taken still this job, I think I would have had the same experience, just much older, but the same experience. And to be honest, that wouldn't be a lesson, because now you're doing it for the second time and you learned the lesson before. You get? So when you're sitting there, do you sit down in any kind of situation? It might not be a job, but it might be you doing something, you wanting to do something. Do you compromise on the quality of the work you're going to put in? For example, by the way, in that act of working, and by the way, compromises look like this. You go to a place, you're working, and you're told you should be coming in at 9. And you know if your place has traffic jam, all these things, and then you decide you'll be coming in at 9:15. Kwani what's 15 minutes? You start asking yourself those questions there. That kwani what's 15 minutes, my friend? Trust me, you're compromising on your character. You're compromising. Najua nawaingililia nyinyi latecomers, nyinyi. I've never understood you latecomers, by the way. I have never understood why people have excuses to let come in. I've never understood it, honestly, because for me, I always prepare myself to be at least 30 minutes earlier if I am to go somewhere. And sometimes I find myself even to be there 1 hour earlier. I'm not bragging, but I'm just saying, if you wanted to do it, you'll actually do it. So when you're doing these things, you're actually compromising a lot on your character, on your well-being. And when I'm saying well-being is because when you compromise on character and well-being and you're at a job, you see people will start looking at you in a funny way, and they will now start calling you the latecomer, and you might ruin your chances of continuing there, and then you'll find yourself jobless, and then you'll start asking, what did I do? You see? So all these things, do you do things last minute? Do you compromise on the time that you're supposed to do? And this, by the way, it is speaking to me and everyone else, because tumezoea campus, unapewa kazi ya 2 weeks, unangojea mpaka siku ya mwisho ndio ati akili ina jam startiwa ati ndio ufanye kazi. Wewe. And we all know how that goes. Yes, it works out, but I think we get used to it, that we carry it forward even to our next levels of life, especially in the working culture. Like for me right now, I'm trying as much as possible to create a discipline for myself to not compromise on, like meeting deadlines. I need to work on that. Well, I always meet my deadlines as I go anywhere else to, I'm always early, but there are times where I have to, I just lazy around, and you start postponing things. Like now, this podcast, I always tell myself I should record it at least on a Wednesday or on a Monday, and I record these things and then I edit them and just publish them so that on Saturday it's there. But for me, I usually wait until it's Friday, and then I record, and then I edit, and then I send. Well, it's not bad, but to me I think it's bad, because there was actually, I think when I was going to do episode 8 and I was used to doing it on Friday, stima zilipotea. KPLC did the thing, my friend. Ile stress yenye nilikuwa nimepata, and the way I had put myself into wanting these episodes to be on each and every Saturday. And so I was compromising a lot. So I'm still working on that. Even when I'm telling you to improve on yourself, I am also on that journey. I'm not speaking from a point of being perfect. I am not. I've mentioned this earlier. I'm not perfect. I will never be perfect, but we're trying each and every day, getting that understanding that you don't need to compromise on things. If you're a person who actually works hard, if you're a person that actually does things from a point of view that is going to be successful, don't compromise on it because of other people. Kwanza, I think if you've experienced group work, you will know that working with people is a bit tough. You must have a lot of grace to handle people, especially when maybe you're told to become the group leader. Me, most of the time, I will refuse such roles because I know myself. I am always strict. Mimi na strictness, pararero. I'm very strict. So I don't like, if you're not working together, then I'd rather just do it alone. Hizo mambo zingine tutajuana baadaye. So what I'm saying is, even as you're creating a community that handles some kind of things, you're in a community that wants to do some particular project, you're in a community that you want to keep, you within a friendship that you want to keep, you within a group of people who want to achieve something, to accomplish a goal for this particular year. I am telling you right now, we actually need to put our foot down and say we are not compromising on the quality of work we are going to do, on the quality of time we are going to spend together in doing things that matter. We are not going to compromise on our state of being so that things can be accomplished. When you feel you're tired, please, that's your brain telling you to take a rest, so take it. Nyinyi watu wa kulala saa 7 usiku na saa 8 mnasema I can't sleep early, I don't know how to sleep early. Wewe, hizo ni jaba. You tell yourself, by the way, you can't sleep early, then your mind will actually work on that. It will work on that standpoint, by the way. I am serious. You try me. Tell your mind that you're going to sleep at 9 from the previous day. Like the next day, like tomorrow on Saturday, I am going to sleep at 9 p.m. Tell yourself continuously for that whole night that tomorrow, trust you me, itafika 8 na usingizi itakuwa imekuja. Anyway, story ni mingi leo, but I am really glad to be here. I am glad that we are talking about we are talking about things that actually should help us. That laughter a couple of seconds ago has reminded me, there is somebody who told me they cannot come to become one of my guests because I will laugh at them for their experiences. And I'm like, hey, see, we're just having a conversation. Me, I wouldn't laugh. I'm not that bad. Am I that bad? No. But I'm a good host. You people should take me seriously. But anyway, thank you very much for listening in. Thank you very much. You guys don't know how much I am grateful that I'm getting people who actually take their time to listen to my podcast. People who take their time to come and tell me what I need to improve on, and what I need to do, and those two little praises kidogo. I really appreciate. I am really grateful, eternally grateful, by the way, that there is somebody listening in. There's somebody retweeting my links. There's somebody posting my links. It's a good feeling. And as we continue this journey, by the way, this journey of getting to at least 100 episodes, yes, we're going to do it. And that, by the way, will take 2 years if I'm doing every single Saturday. Now you can see the type of discipline I need for this to actually work. And I decided, as much as possible, I've been saying this in all episodes, that I write down everything that I'm going to talk about. So this has been the second part of compromises. I hope the experiences that I gave out, by the way, they were not planned. Me, I did not know they were going to happen, but they happened, and we are here and we are having that conversation. And so I hope this was a conversation that actually made you think, that actually set you apart from the things that you're doing wrong, or the things that you're doing right, and you see yourself heading somewhere. You get? Yeah. And I am really glad that we are making progress. I actually forgot to tell you guys, I told you I started reading books, and there's another book I completed. It's called After the Plunge. It's a Kenyan book from the owner of Optiven. If you're keen on current affairs, this guy owns Optiven Limited, which is a real estate company that was involved in some scam, but they were scammed. So this story is all about how that scam happened and the lessons. And I completed that book in 7 days. Or is it 7 or 8? Okay, let me just say 10. But it was closed there, 8 to 10. And I'm so glad that I completed a 160-page book in close to 1 week. Makofi, bana, nipigiwe makofi. This has been a struggle, but anyway, I am actually on my next book, which is called hii jina ni ngumu, mi hata sijui nitawaambiaje, but it's about a missionary called George Muller. I was told Germans call them Muller because it's written Mueller, so I was pronouncing it as the footballer from Bayern Munich, Müller, but it's Muller, and it's more about faith, and missionary work, but it's in the progress. So I'm in chapter 2, and let's see where it goes. So thank you very much. That was a detour kidogo, pole nisamehe, but that was a detour. Thank you very much for listening in. This has been the 11th episode, makofi jamani, the 11th episode of the Cordial Podcast by me, Mungai Kang'ong'oi. Thank you very much for listening in. I am grateful. Please have a splendid day. Have a splendid night. Sleep well. Have enough rest. And do not, tumesema tena na tutasema tena, do not compromise. Do not compromise on the quality of things you want in your life. And thank you very much for listening in. See you next Saturday. God bless.